Hey DJs, here's a quick guide on how to organize your library properly in a professional way. And this is not one time thing. This is a frequent thing. The more you are active on a weekly or monthly basis as an active performer DJ, so we gotta keep updating everything in the library. But the hardest part is the very beginning, from scratch, organizing the whole thing. And once you do this, everything will become easy later. Now, there's two main concerns in this, big concerns. The first one is the disk storage, okay, especially on Macs or laptops, because we can't afford failure, we can't afford any glitches, either whether it's a sound thing or visual thing or crashes. So, and this is sometimes it's due to the storage, it's regarding the memory. Okay, now let's get started with this. Now, in here, so this is my library. Okay, considering this is my music folder, I got two examples for you here. So this sorting, I'll get back to it, and here's another sorting. Okay, so this is a preference thing, but I'd recommend this structure. Now, be very organized with the genre, with the folders. So this is your storage, this is where you're gonna store the music from the very beginning when organizing your library. So the first thing is you need a background music folder, an occasions folder, then a request folder. The reason I have a dash at the beginning of these folders, so this is my personal preference for a quick access. Now, because with the dash, I can have this folder on top of the rest. So because these are genres, okay? So for the genres, I have Afrobeat, dance, disco funk, electropop, house, all these, and so on, rap and reggaeton and so on. Okay, so whatever is R&B, I just put it in the R&B folder. Rap as well, house music as well. I don't have to be very specific, especially for gigs. I'll explain why. Okay, because if I complicate things, like in here, the standard thing, or just like move music and drop, especially last minute download and sorting. I just grab some music from another DJ, and I just dropped it in there. So this is gonna be a hard time for me later to reorganize this if I want to do it properly. Okay, so this is this is the hectic way. Actually, it's there's a lot of disk usage, and if I want to look for some songs, for some tracks, or reorganize, it's going to be a little bit hard for me. So dance for the birthday, dance for the engagement, dance for weddings. I've seen people do this. It's not wrong. If you're used to it, it's not wrong, but it can be complicated. Okay, so all these 70s, 80s, 90s, whatever. So this is way too organized. And you can have, like in the 90s, 10 files, in the 80s, 50 files, in the 70s, probably 5 files, which is like this folder thing. This folder tree can be like, it's not a good idea. So for the rap clean, rap explicit, rap old school, R&B for the Sweet 16, R&B for the 21st birthday, R&B old school. So this is way too detailed. Okay, so it can also confuse me as a DJ. So if this is my structure here, I definitely struggle. So the easiest way is just to keep it simple. R&B is R&B, dance is dance, disco funk, whatever you want. So I'll make a detailed video later for the club standards, the club music, the festivals, the whatever. More details on how to organize the genres properly and how to pick what is that song, like what genre it belongs, actually, because it depends all about the music elements. Okay, with that being explained here, it's very simple. You can take a screenshot or replay the video if you want. Okay, so very simple. I go to Rekordbox. So the advantages are heaps in Rekordbox when it comes to music sorting. Okay, so that's the Explorer. Now, normally when, like, the standard way to play music is to scroll down. We disregard everything on top over here. We just scroll down to the folders. Okay, this is my music folder. I want to play some dance. Bam, I load the dance folder. Here's the dance music. But the $1 million question is, especially when you're under stress, when you're being distracted, when you are making announcements, whatever type of event, like small events, not weddings yet, because weddings can be way too stressful sometimes. What to play next? That's the question. What to play next? What am I gonna do? It's like, and what is the actual vibe? If you didn't pick up the vibe instantly from the crowd, from the dance floor, especially at the beginning of the evening when people are still too shy and they're kind of away from the dance floor, having a chat or seated. Now, what to play next is the most important question in order to be a successful DJ and to get more bookings and for people to like you. So, dance music is sorted for everyone. This is my dance folder. So this dance is for the 16th, for the 21st, for the 40s, okay? Yeah, mid 30s. It's dance music, the modern contemporary beat, okay? Now, disco funk is more like funky music. If you want to have a disco funk folder, it's up to you. This is not mandatory. It shouldn't be necessary, okay? Electro pop, either pop or electro pop, together, all of them. Okay, so no speak Americano, 24K Magic, it depends on the version, of course. Okay, and so on. House, all these, I have them sorted. Okay, so this folder is an example for you. So I don't have the cue points set properly, and the grids are not properly set. So I just created this just to explain to you how. Now, with my music here, and I have set all my cue points properly for every single track. I've inserted my hot cues properly as well for every single track. Okay, I have my music here ready. So this is a one-time do. Okay, so I'm just doing it at the very beginning. That's why during the sessions, when you were taking the sessions with me, I focused a lot on be very organized from the very beginning, because it can be a hassle later on. So if you're doing this now with hundreds or thousands of songs, good luck, but it's worth it. It's worth doing it. Okay, now with all the music being sorted here, the main key is the playlists. It helps a lot. Okay, now, which brings me to the first concern: saving storage, especially on Macs, because Macs can run slower, or probably the Rekordbox can crash or freeze if there's no storage anymore remaining, or just a little bit of storage in the hard drive. So with this, I am preventing any kind of duplicates. Okay, so because house is house, unless if I have two different versions of, let's say, DJ Got Us Fall in Love Again, I have it as an electropop and then house version, club house version. Okay, that's different. It's the same title. I shouldn't be playing that twice. I'll come back to this. Now, for the playlist, it's important. Playlists are shortcuts. I can reorganize, I can delete, I can add playlists without affecting the files. So whatever I do with the playlist, I'm not adding storage. What I'm doing is I'm creating a shortcut for the song in that playlist. It's just a shortcut in kilobytes, so it's nothing. So I can delete the playlists, add playlists without affecting the files. Okay, because actually from Rekordbox you don't have any option to delete the file. You can't delete the file. Okay, now DJ music is an example for any type of gig. So I have a folder, or if you want to create a folder, you can just go to playlist and create new folder. Okay, let's assume I created the folder. I've named it DJ music, which is here. Now in DJ music, this music goes in any party. Okay, now there's two ways. Either I create a playlist named, and I name it R&B, go down to R&B, and there it is. Select the songs, right click, add to playlist, DJ music, R&B. Okay, so the songs are here now. Another one, I'll name it house. Go to house folder, select the songs, and add to playlist house. So this is the standard way on how to add music. So after this gig, I got a couple of requests, which I'll explain now to you. And I reorganized the files. I put them inside the file, the house folder. I go back to house folder and import the file and add it back to the playlist. Now, for weddings, which is more important, okay, because at birthday parties, anniversaries, christenings, whatever, it's not the same as weddings. Some people are very particular, like the couples or the parents of the couple. Now, with weddings, I create a playlist. This is manually again, okay, because I'll discuss the automatic option with you. So R&B. With the R&B, oh God, R&B. All right, here you go. Now go back to R&B. I'll be very selective with the music in R&B. So Nana goes, One Dance goes, Turn Me On definitely goes. Okay, the next episode goes, Tipsy goes. Let's assume the other ones don't go. So I've been selective, and I've added these to R&B wedding. Did I add it to wedding? Yeah. Okay. So back to weddings. Now, I have this short list. It's shorter than that because 16s, 18s, 21st, like young people, they don't mind the explicit words. Actually, they're super happy with the explicit versions. Now, on weddings, some people are more conservative. They want clean versions only. Some don't. They don't care. But it's better be elegant, to keep elegant and professional, and always ask first. I know it might become troubling for you to just be selective with the songs or start downloading the songs. So this is why we normally charge more on weddings, because there's a lot of preparation behind the scenes. Now, with this selected, so I have two lists here, one for the normal gig and one list for the wedding. Okay, now the easiest way to do this and to sort it properly and let Rekordbox just handles itself without any hassle, what I'll do is, while organizing my library from the very beginning, so R&B, with these are for weddings, and every time I'm gonna load songs, I'm gonna tag them. So tagging is essential. It helps a lot. This is a one-time thing. The left-hand side panel over here, the first one, it should be the first one on your Rekordbox. Display my tag configuration window. Click that. These are the tags. Now, by default, you have the acid house, deep house, techno, new disco, whatever. you can add your custom tags. This is what I did. So I have party anthems, R&B wedding, WD, R&B wedding, R&B, which is contemporary, which goes to any type of event. All these for wedding, all these house for wedding, house, and disregard these, please. So these songs, I'm gonna tag them, the ones that are highlighted, in the same R&B folder. This is why I asked you not to be very specific, like R&B 21st, R&B 18 in the folders, because once you want to create playlists, you'll be jumping from one folder to another, and blah blah blah. It's going to be I don't want to do that personally. So I have all the R&Bs in my R&B folder. Of course, a lot more than this in this list, but this is an example. So the highlighted ones are proper for weddings. I tag them R&B weddings. See how important. Pay attention. So R&B weddings. Now the rest, and even including the R&B weddings, are playable in any gig, okay, birthday parties and whatever. I'll tag them R&B as well. Okay, I can insert as many tags as I want, but I don't want to be confusing myself at the end of the day. Now let's tag another thing, house. So all of these are house. I can select all of them because I don't have trash on my hard drive. I don't want to waste storage on trash. So if a song is just like, maybe I'll play it, one day I'll play it, I don't want to have it there. Whenever I feel like playing it or it gets requested, I just download it, play it instantly, and then delete it. I don't need it. So all these files are selected from the house folder, and I tag them house. Okay, you can also, if you don't have house, you want to create, like I don't have trance, just click this plus button and trance. Now I have a tag. It's a custom tag as well, just like these. Now for weddings, beat off my drum, c'est la vie, give me everything, don't stop the party, Bella Ciao, whatever, Gangnam Style. I know everybody hates it. So these, let's say, they boom on weddings, they get everyone up on dance floor, and this is what I want. So see, they're highlighted, they're tagged house. I can also tag them house wedding. Okay, now this is one-time thing, not just one time between brackets, because every time I add music, I have to analyze the files, retag them, or not retag them, tag them once and for all. Once the song's tagged, it's tagged until I just delete that tag. Now back to wedding. So again, I have one folder for R&B, one folder for house. Okay, what I'm doing here, I'm splitting in the playlist because this playlist is also customizable later on. So what I'll do here, instead of this, I don't need it, delete playlist, it's deleted. Now I'll create an intelligent playlist, a smart playlist. In the wedding folder, click on here, playlist, create new intelligent playlist. Okay, so I'll name it R&B wedding. Now it should match the following conditions or condition. Now I wanted to select my tag. So here's my tag. Instead of artist, by default, I select my tag. My tag should contain, these are my tags. Once I press this, I get my tags. So my tag should contain R&B wedding. And where is it? R&B wedding. There it is. Okay, R&B wedding. And I'm here. I'm creating this playlist here. So my tag contains R&B wedding, create. You'll notice this gear icon at the icon, which means it's intelligent playlist. Okay, so if I go down there, so what I have here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 songs. Now, the next week I've added more music, more R&B songs, which are suitable to weddings. I've analyzed the files, okay, import to collection, analyze the files, and so on. Now I want to tag them because these seem to be, wow, they get everyone up. What I'll do, tag them for weddings. Tagged. Without doing anything, I just go up, click this. I used to have 5 files. Now I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7 files. This is what the intelligent playlist does. It just updates itself whenever I run Rekordbox. So it saves me hassle, a lot of hassle. Okay. Now, again, the folders are clean. I don't have duplicates. I'm preventing myself playing the songs 2 times because I have it in 2 different folders. I look like an imbecile by doing that. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to be in that situation. With that being said, so my music, whatever, contemporary, house, progressive house, techno house, tech house, deep house, whatever you want to add in there, just do it. For weddings, I have the proper list. Now, I'll add another intelligent playlist, and also my tag contains, I want all this music. Here you go. It's empty because I haven't tagged any song yet. Go down to all these. So, Genie in a Bottle. I know this is an example. Let the music play. I'm Your Boogeyman. I Will Survive. Here Comes the Hot Stepper. Down Under. All right. Now, in the tag again, they're not tagged, and all these, or all these wedding. Okay, all these wedding. I go back up there. They won't be here because this is set to be just all these. So create new playlist, intelligent playlist, artist, change it to my tag, contains all these wedding. Where are you, all these wedding? There we are. Okay, bam, they're instantly here. Magic. See how easy it is? So don't confuse yourself and complicate things by creating many folders, subfolders. This is very easy. This is the advantage with Rekordbox. Now with Serato, if you're a Serato user, I know just 1 or 2 persons who use Serato in our group. That can be done using the crates, but it's also manual. Okay, there is an intelligent crate, but it's kind of different from Rekordbox. This video's purpose is just for Rekordbox for now, just to get the boys on their feet and prep for the upcoming events. All right, I don't need this. So delete playlist. I just delete the playlist. Even for this, I didn't name it. So all these, it's an intelligent. You can tell from the gear on the icon. Okay, a normal playlist look like this. It's a note. Okay, so I don't want this playlist anymore. I can actually delete this playlist without deleting the files because the files are on the hard drive and they're not tracked to the playlist. Okay, now with that being said, one more thing to mention before moving forward. R&B. So I'm just mixing R&B and R&B set, and that's the advantage of having the files organized and just without duplicates. So I just mixing R&B, and then bam, I want to mix in trumpets, and trumpets happen to be displaying in green. That means this song has been played. Okay, if I have 2 trumpets, I can make a mistake and load the file, the white file. If it looks white, I can just load it by mistake and play the song again on the night. And here we go, an imbecile. All right, so without any duplicates, even like trumpets is here. I've played it from this folder. Then I moved to another folder, weddings and R&B wedding. So if trumpet is in the R&B wedding, because it's this from the same source, it's from the same source. So if I go down here, even from the folder, it looks green, which means it's been played on the night. Just don't play it again. Okay. Two more things to mention. The playlist, you can always sort, rearrange the playlist to your convenience, whatever you want. It's a matter of preference again. So another thing, you gotta have, so this is the top of my playlist and this is the bottom. The top has background music. It's during dinner or the guests walk in. Occasions, it's a quick access. Occasion is a quick access for a folder where it has happy birthday song, the celebration song, some, let's say, bridal waltz song. So it's a quick access on the spot. Okay, I need this on the night. Just if any request, just bam, bam, I've loaded. I don't have to search. Weddings, the wedding playlist, R&B, rap, house, dance, so on. The normal party. Now, two important things you gotta consider as well. The request, it's a playlist, it's an empty playlist. It's linked, or I have in the music here a folder named request, which is instant downloads on the night. So I just downloaded these songs that the guests have requested. Right click, instead of analyzing, I can analyze, I can import to collection, but instead of doing that, just quickly add to playlist, request. It'll analyze the files, dump them to requests, and they're good to go. They're ready to play. And at the end of the night or the next day, I'll just refresh this playlist. Whatever songs I want to keep, I move them to proper folder and delete whatever is not necessary. Like the chicken song. Yeah, someone requested it from me and people went crazy. I was like, is this happening? So, one last thing to consider, which is I highly recommend, especially on weddings, because distraction can be overwhelming. People want to talk to you, you gotta chase the cameraman, you gotta chase the fireworks, and just like for the entry, do this, do that. And then you'll notice that, oh, okay, the song is about to end. Have a quick load. Name it whatever you want to name it. Have a quick load playlist. Okay? Add the best party anthems to it. Just the best songs. It doesn't have to be a zillion songs in it. Probably from 10 to 50 songs. Whatever you were playing, you're playing the next episode, and then you want to mix in, resort the playlist by BPM, and then just uproar goes with it, or one dance goes with it. So this is a quick pick. This is, like, you can call it the panic playlist. Okay, you got distracted. Okay, the song's running out. You want to play something really nice, really quick. You don't want to kill the atmosphere. The quick pick or the quick load or the panic playlist is there for you. Just jump straight to it, load that song, keep mixing. You just made it like a boss. Made sense? Okay, for weddings, and to answer some questions. So this is the general wedding playlist. It's for any wedding. So this is not changing. This playlist is for every weekend for me. Okay. Now, the next one, I have Jack and Emily. I met up with them and I'll be performing on their wedding. Create, new folder. I name it Jack and Emily. Okay, so this is this upcoming Saturday. I've received the playlist from them. I've received all the songs they want me to play. I have the program. Okay, now the first thing, I name it, I create a playlist inside that folder, name it program. Another one which is must play. And that's it. The program includes the songs for their walk-in. All right, an example, 1, 2, 3. This is an example. Right click, add to Jack and Emily program. And these songs are their playlists. It's a must play. You have must play on weddings. It's essential. Otherwise you get a complaint, you get a bad feedback, and we don't want that. That's a third imbecile. So program, they wanna walk in on DJ Got Us in Fall in Love Again. Then the bridesmaids on Bara Bara, you can just move it up, drag it up. This is what we can do with the playlist. You can't do this in the folders. You can't resort the songs. And then Calabria, and then here's a song for them for their first dance. So in the comment, Jack and Emily, here in the comment you can just name it to Bridal Wants. Okay, and this is entry 1, entry 2, and so on. And bridal words, cutting the cake, just organize it. Then on the first dance set, make sure you play their must playlist. So this is essential on weddings. And bam, once this playlist is done, you've played all of them. Move up to the wedding playlist and start with the R&B wedding, R&B house, and so on. Good luck, and any questions, let me know, guys. And yeah, once I promise you, once I get more time, like probably next week, I'll make a more detailed video with a lot of hints about this. Happy mixing.